Greetings, brothers and sisters from the four corners of the world. Well. We have arrived. We have arrived. We have arrived. Um, so I said I think I put on the community page I would have done this lesson about a month ago, maybe month and a half ago. I would like to state that this is still a part of the living amongst the Nephilim series, but this breaks off. Okay, this is where this portion may be a most high knows. Um, maybe we'll break this into three or four parts, maybe even five. Um, and wow, um, I was even contemplating, do I go over because I have a whole new set of information for Leviathan and Behemoth. Um, but gotta give people a little bit. Hopefully here at the journey of the remnant, y'all are chewing steak here because you're gonna need your good knives for this one. Okay. So this is, and I did it a little bit differently. I have my scriptures, but I didn't put them on the screen. But this is part one, through the gates of hell, and this is called Red Carpet, Red Dragon. Right? And I want you to think, you know, Red Carpet, Red Dragon. Obviously, we know Hollywood, or what they call Hollywood. Um, they lay the red carpet out for their guests and so forth, right? Um, and obviously, we all understand that the Red Dragon. Everyone's here for this lesson about the Red Dragon. Okay. Um, and before I start the lesson, I will say viewer discretion is advised. If you've got young children, or um, if you think if you're watching the lesson in the evening time, just I hope and pray that you got a strong spiritual armor. All right. And even not, regardless whether it's evening or daytime, I truly hope that you all have that armor tightened and you are strengthening what remains because you're going to need it. All right. So here we're going to go into the gates of hell, the Vatican. And so recently, you've been hearing all of a sudden, oh, the gates. And first they were talking about the Jubilee. And first they were talking about all these different things, right? And then you hear Vatican opening five sacred portals once in a quarter century ritual. You keep kind of hearing these things. Christmas Eve, what's going on? What's this? What's that? Everywhere you go. And then the Pope comes out and says, I need you to open your homes to people when you're coming to the eternal city. Now, you and I, brothers and sisters, no matter where you are, you looking left and you looking right, and you're like, did I miss something? Because eternal city, I'm still waiting for Christ to come, right? What eternal city? People dying, people, crimes was happening out of this world. What, what do you mean the eternal city? And so you're hearing of all these portals. Remember, about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, it was about the monoliths, right? And then you started seeing, they started talking about these, little portal circles, and these orbs, and you're seeing all these things now with UFOs and UAPs and all kinds of things. So I'm gonna rest your mind here, okay? 2018, scientists unravel mystery of Roman gate to hell. So I just want you to understand portals, all right? They're finding gates to hell. This is what the world, when I say we, this is what we as the world, as a creation of the Most High, is looking for. And then you had the entrance to hell underneath a church in Mexico, to be specific, Osaka, or Wasaka as they pronounce it in Mexico. For my Mexican brothers and sisters, I apologize. I know I butcher that all the time. Okay. Now, this was in 2023. Some reports say it was 2018. But we've been finding gates of hell. And this one was really interesting because the archaeologists, they took like some kind of equipment and saw that the temperature meters was out of this world, and that the church was built on top of the gate of hell to stop entities from coming up. Well, well. I mean, and they call it the back door to hell. We are we're just there, brothers and sisters. I need you to be ready. Most High needs you to be ready. Okay? I mean, whether you like it or not, you kind of just gotta slap yourself in the face and say, this is happening. All right? This is happening. The movies are not a joke. This is happening. And then, as of recently, oh, this was the article in 2018, and then they tried to debunk it, and then they said, we can't debunk it. Let's just tell them that we have now found parallel universes where entities can come in and out from Antarctica. And I was like, Most High, when's the perfect time to do the Antarctic lesson? Like, I'm ready to go. Obviously, you got Rothschild, and I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I mean, I got a video of beings coming through, actually can talk, look like human beings, but when they open their mouth, like, their mouths are like razor sharp, like their teeth is like out of this world stuff. A full clear video, no AI, no CGI, none of that. um, Even testimonials from government officials. Uh, and then, so the world has been going a little weird lately. And I remember everyone was up in, remember in the beginning of 2024, you had Cat Williams, and he was saying how the truth is coming out. And then the man who opened the portal, Cat Williams, GQ. And many people have wondered why I said, leave it all and just focus on your relationship. And look, for everyone who wholeheartedly believed this individual, Look how quickly you were deceived. I mean, they spent years and decades doing stand up comedy about the truth and this and that. And then, well, since the truth is coming out, let me show who I am. Looking like straight out of eyes wide shut, eyes wide open. Come on, this is GQ. Come on, this is why I say leave these individuals alone. You're looking in one way, Satan's like, you idiot. I got you, didn't I? Now, then, so you hear everyone talk about, oh, it's the age of the Aquarius. And I'm not a person who's into that stuff about, zodiacs and stuff. We understand what those things are. They deal with heavy demonic presences, fallen angels. But then it's been reported that Pluto is entering Aquarius. Now they call, and I'm referring to the world, they call Aquarius the age of information. The word Pluto means the god of death, which, if you put them two together, the god of death has now entered the age of Aquarius. Oh my gosh. And so this is the Hindustan time. This is India. Okay. Now I'm not going to sit here and read it all, but it says today, now this article was November 19, 2024. Today, Pluto shifts to Aquarius from 16 years, starting powerful new chapter now. But hold on. This will talk about all kinds of weird stuff here. Now, I've never been a person who is into this stuff, okay? But just for the sake of understanding, just the two names, Pluto and Aquarius. And it was really strange because when I found, when I was doing my searching and my studying on in the Bible with this particular lesson about hell, Pluto is named the god of death or the god of underworld. So that was like, so I said, let me see what's going on with this god, and lo and behold, they're they're transforming people's mind to accept a reality that they have no idea about. These are the things that the world is going through, brothers and sisters. These are the things that you may have missed. But I would say that, for this portion, I did not put any videos. Um, but I do have a lot more information that I need you to understand. And this is in a timely manner, right? So if you are a person who, clicks and watch every few days or something, I beg of you, just watch the whole thing, please. I'm going to put most of the juice in this first lesson here. All right. Really quickly, Isaiah 4:14. Just quick touch up. We understand this scripture. Satan, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Now we understand Satan fell because of pride. We understand that. And we understood when he fell because he wanted to be heard. He wanted his opinions to be heard. He felt like he knew better than the Most High. This is Revelation 20, verse 1 through 3. It reads, And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent which is the devil, Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. Now, I'm going to pull up my other translation. I'm going to keep my voice here, because I need y'all to see. I want y'all to see how important this is. Right? Now I'm going to put one on the right and the other on the left here. And we're going to go Revelations 20, same thing. And this is just 1 through 3. It reads, Then I saw an angel come down from heaven with the key of the abyss in the hand, and had an enormous chain, and he overpowered the dragon, that primeval serpent, which is the devil, Satan, and chained him up for 1,000 years. He threw him into the abyss and shut the entrance and sealed it over him, to make sure he would not deceive the nations again until the 1,000 years had passed. And at the end of that time, he must be released only for a short while. Brothers and sisters, you kind of get where I'm going here. But no, I'm gonna prove it to you. And for those living in the US and in Europe, specifically the US, you better run. You better run. And I'm gonna prove everything. I'm gonna prove everything. Okay. Because some people get a little soft-hearted and sensitive. Oh, I don't know about all that. That just seems real crazy to me. Okay. Well, I shall show you. Let's begin again. Let's go to Revelation 17. Now, just so we hit the point, I'm going to share on the left, but I'm going to read from the right. Now it says, One of the seven angels that had 7 bowls came to speak to me and said, "Here, and I will show you the punishment given to the famous prostitute who rules enthroned besides abundant waters, the one whom all the kings of the earth have committed fornication." Now, isn't it funny how the United States, Statue of Liberty is a. Never mind, never mind. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it. If you want to prove to someone that the U.S. is Babylon, this is the lesson you share with them. The one with all the kings of the earth who have committed fornication, who has made all the population of the world drunk with the wine of her adultery. He took me in spirit to a desert, and there was a woman riding a scarlet beast. So now we have a woman and we have a beast, two entities, okay, which had 7 heads, 10 horns, and had blasphemous titles written all over it. The woman, so now we have the woman, the beast, 7 heads, 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and glittered with gold and jewels and pearls, and she was holding a gold wine cup filled with disgusting filth of her fornication. Excuse me, of her fornication. On her forehead was written a name, a cryptic name, Babylon the Great, the mother of all prostitutes and of all the filthy practices on the earth. Well, and I saw that she was drunk with the blood of saints and the blood of martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I was completely mystified. Ooh, and the angel said to me, "Don't you understand? Now I will tell you the meaning of this woman and of the beast she is riding with the 7 heads and the 10 horns." Let's go. The beast you have seen once was and now is not. He is yet to come up. Wait, wait, wait. What? You have seen once was and now is not. So I'm going to say this again. If we thought the world was evil before, I need you to understand that the devil ain't even been somebody. I hope y'all understand it. No, no, no. I just don't think people get it. Man, let's keep going. The beast you have seen once was and now is not. He is yet to come up from the abyss, hmm, which is a bottomless pit, but only to go to his destruction. And the people of the world whose names have not been written since the beginning of the world in the book of life will think it miraculous when they see how the beast once was and now is not and is still to come. Here there is need for cleverness, for a shrewd mind. The 7 heads are the 7 hills, and the woman is sitting on them. Oh my goodness. And so many people wonder, right? I'll let you think. 7 heads are also 7 emperors, rulers, kings. Obviously, we don't have those anymore, right? We have prime ministers and presidents. 5 of them have already gone. One is here now, and one is yet to come. Once here, he must stay for a short while. The beast who once was, and now is not, is at the same time the 8th and the one of the 7, and he is going to his destruction. 10 horns are 10 kings who have not yet been given their royal power, but will have royal authority only for a single hour and in association with the beast. Now, these are 10 leaders that when the beast emerge will have power with the beast. Man, you see, this is why I love Isaiah 11, right? This is why I love Isaiah because, and then you tie it in with Second Ezra because you understand you will be safe. I mean, the Most High promised it in Scripture. He didn't say there wouldn't be trials and tribulations, but you would be safe. Now, anywho, that's just me talking aloud. Says they'll have royal authority for only a single hour in association with the beast. Maybe we think of the European nations. Maybe we think of Saudi, different places in that region. Okay, when people holding themselves up to a royal standard, right? That part royal was important because when we sit there and think of royal, we think of the Rothschilds and the kings and queens of England. Hey, there's also royal in the Middle East as well. And you see how the Middle East is falling in shambles now. Oh, anywho, they are all one. They are all of one mind and putting their strength and their powers at the beast's disposal. And they will go to war against the Lamb. Now, this also goes to say there are some individuals, and I haven't necessarily looked at these countries, but it can make a good point where some people say some of these nations are a part of the BRICS nations. But hold on now, hold on. But the Lamb is the Lord of lords and the King of kings, and he will defeat them, and they will be defeated by his followers, called, the chosen, the faithful. Now, I think it's pretty interesting how they took out the part, and he will defeat them, and they will be defeated by his followers. Oh, shoot now. Ooh, it's about to get popping, boy. Hey, some of you guys have no idea what's coming. But I hope this gives you kind of a start at least. The angel continued, the waters you saw beside which the prostitute was sitting are all the peoples, the populations, the nations, and the languages. But the time will come when the 10 horns and the beast will turn against the prostitute. What? Turn against the prostitute? What? Turn against the prostitute and strip off her clothes and leave her naked. Then they will eat her flesh, burn the remains in the fire. I mean, what are we looking at right now in the world? What are we looking at? Right? The wordplay was phenomenal here because now you can start to understand it and you think, oh, even more, you're like, whoa, wait. So there would be nations against one big nation who had what? massive influence over the entire world. In fact, God influenced their minds to do what he intended, to agree together to put the royal powers at the beast's disposal until the time when God's word should be fulfilled. The woman you saw is the great city which has authority over all the rulers on the earth. Now, here we go. Y'all ready? Okay. Sip some water. Sip some water. Okay. I, I, I need you to hold on to something. Okay. So, you can look in any of these footnotes. They'll sit there and tell you Babylon is Rome. Okay. They'll tell you. See, Rome. Okay. Now, we understand, Catholicism and all this stuff, right? But so remember when let me go back real quick. Remember when the scripture says that they were on 7 heads on 7 hills. Let's do a little fun exercise here. Let's see 7 hills, shall we? Boom! 7 hills of Rome. There you go. Lottie dottie. Okay. Now let's hold on now. You see I'm going somewhere. Let me groove, all right? The beast you have seen once was and now is not. He is yet to come up from the abyss, but only to go to his destruction. The people of the world, whose names have not been written since the beginning of the world in the book of life, will think it miraculous when they see how the beast once was and now is not and is still to come. Here there is a need for cleverness, for a shrewd mind. The 7 heads are 7 hills, and the woman is sitting on them. So the 7 hills is Rome. Oh, shoot now. But the woman is America. So the woman is the influencer. The hills are the doctrine. Now, you don't believe me, do you? Oh, of course not. I, Minister Yashab, would never, ever, ever want you to take my word for it. The founding of Rome, Romulus and Remus. Okay, hills of Romulus. Rome, that is. Okay, hill of Remus. Okay, hill of the Capitoline, aka capital. Right, 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 right. Okay, hill of the Sabines, Coronal. Hill of the wealthy, Salian. Hill of the gold, Esquiline. Right? And Hill of the gods and the Bass Windmill. And you're like, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever, guy, right? You're just like, this is crazy. There's no way. But then we did some further digging. Shall we? You ready? Hold on now. 7 hills. The woman lies on 7 hills. The foundation of that prostitute would be Rome, right? Right? Boom! Antiquity of America. Even before Americans were collecting antiquities, our founding fathers sought to recreate ancient world in America by making Washington D.C. a new Rome on the Potomac. No, 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 no. There's more. Washington was originally named Rome, Maryland. And then you have George Washington University Museum, who states that the four founding fathers looked to ancient Rome as a political model for their new republic and sought to build a new Rome on the Pontiac. Have mercy. Well, 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 America. It so looks like you are the one. Now, how can you dispute it? Well, let's look at some of the deeds of the Romans back then, shall we? I mean, maybe that will make you understand just a tad bit more, right? Ruthless, ruthless rulers did dark deeds right from the founding. Now, I'm not gonna read through all of it. I'll scroll nice and slow. Now, you see this word for unwanted children. Sounds like America? Okay, okay, okay. All right, good, good, good. Wait, wait, wait. Look, what was common in Rome? Mass abductions in. Sound like America, don't it? Yeah, yeah, maybe, maybe. No, not yet. No. Okay, never mind. Take a little more. Look, tyranny. You think you're voting, but you actually are not voting. They created CIAs and FBIs and all kinds of entities where low life people, yes, I know they're listening, these low life satanic devil worshippers, they've got nothing else better to do than to plot on their own brothers and sisters as a creation. I mean, tyranny at its best. I would really say that America, you're right, has it sits on the seven hills of Rome. The foundation, everything that Rome was known for. Well, United States, just here you go. Ooh, wee. But hold that thought, please. Okay, because some people will say, no, 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 no. Well, the Romans, there was a mixture of the Etruscans, and that's true. That is true. And they had different things, and there was all kinds of crazy. They even served these female deities that were entities of hell. Yes, the Greeks and the Romans loved women who served hell for some strange reason. I mean, that would make almost sense if you're from the US and it's always promoted to lose your chastity at a young age and oh you're not cool if you're a virgin and this and that and you gotta have many partners and, hey, they just are built on Rome. What can you do? So just imagine why Christ says, "What are you protesting for?" Now, maybe if you would have done your research for those who protest and try and voice their thoughts in the U.S. and Babylon, maybe if you would have searched the foundation of your nation, which I've been in the truth for over a decade, thank you, Most High, and I've never seen anyone pull out the antiquities of America to prove to people that they first named it Rome. What Georgetown is was first Rome. Hmm. And think about this, the visionary behind this American Rome was Francis Pope in the land on June 5th, 1663. How funny how that's the Pope now. Francis. Never mind. Never mind. Everything is a coincidence. Some of y'all are going to fact check and be like, no, no, I'm trying to disprove. No, no, no. And you know what? While you're fact checking, they're still going to open those gates. While you fact checking, they're still going to open them gates. Once again, so you gotta understand that when something is tied to Rome, all things that connect to it. So Rome is the puppet master, and America is the prostitute. Okay, and you don't see the puppet master, but you see the prostitute America. So whatever happens in Rome is gonna happen in America. They're gonna plan it first with. Are you getting it? Oh, okay. No, you are good. Praise the Most High. Most High, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, it was really interesting, I thought, how they came out with this movie recently, The Romulus, which is really just the word, the Roman alien. Romulus reads Roman. Oh my, they are word playing people. They're word playing. I mean, oh man, you you gotta be really asleep. Like you just gotta be looking for everything else. Because look what we have here. This is the Jubilee 2025. They got the whole year mapped out. Now, if I wasn't smart enough, I would think, okay, maybe this is nothing. But I've never seen where they had a whole year mapped out of events here, all the way till December 2025. Kind of strange, isn't it? I mean, we got the Holy New Year in March, 24 hours for Christ. You got in hitting in May, you got the first fruits. You maybe you're not paying attention. These dates is kind of Most High, I hope they get it. But anywho, let's go back. So the Bible tells us that there are seven candlesticks, seven spirits for the seven churches. I mean, we are just. Let me get Most High. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 33. Good is set against evil, life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. So you know they are saying something. The Most High is allowing it to say, hey, wake up. I'm now looking at all of you individuals, and I'm seeing which type of church you're in, which type of people you have in your congregation. Man, man, it's gonna be a wonderful year. Woo-wee. It is gonna be a wonderful year for the righteous, but for those who are lost, confused, and stuck, I pray you find the Most High. And if you are afraid, well, I'd say move quickly. I'd say move quickly. Okay. Now, before I get into more of the meat of the lesson, I don't want to hit y'all too much over the head. This is one of the gods. Okay. It's a female god, Vanth. And then they also, who would have thought that the word hell, these crazy individuals worshipped a goddess. Yes, hell was a name of a woman who brought, who was in charge of the underworld. Like what? And she used to be in charge of the world of darkness called the Nephilim. What? 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 The misty world of the cold, dark, and dead. No, you don't understand this. Yeah, no, no, it's okay. Nothing's gonna, nothing's gonna happen. You know, we're just opening up portals for no reason, parallel universes, orbs in the sky. You know, hey, whatever, whatever. And and now today I got report already. I mean, look. The day is gone, the day has come, and now Israel is looking to go and destroy Egypt, to come around full circle and bring Egypt, Jordan. Hey, I mean, they just announced it, so you better get ready because we're coming. Look, it's like who are these individuals? You can make war with one nation to one nation to one nation. I mean, do you not need rest? Obviously, they don't. There's a lot going on, and Putin looking to get the nukes going. Iran looking to get them nukes going. India looking to get those nukes going. Pakistan looking to get those nukes going. I mean, we already know China's about it. They getting to get them nukes going. North Korea. I mean, death and destruction is coming through that door, brothers and sisters. And I'm not even speaking as a minister. I'm speaking as another brother. To you, whoever it is, a brother or a sister, I'm speaking as a person just like you, outside of the title of a minister. I don't think anyone is ready. I don't. And you can't possibly get ready for Satan. But what you can do is everything that Christ told you, and that will allow you to be ready. Keep that in mind. It's not whether you think you are ready. If you are in the spiritual armor and you understand the spiritual armor, that's why I also started that in-depth series, Spiritual Warfare, because you had no idea what you was going to go through. Ooh-wee. I seen it from a mile away. That's why I said the door. That's why I said the opportunity. And just remember, you get an opportunity, you ain't getting another one. This from the Most High. Most High not gonna, he ain't got time for that. You see what's going on? No, you don't see. You don't see. Don't worry. We haven't even scratched the little surface yet. All right? And this is the God of the underworld. Hell, 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 however you want to put it. It says hell. Okay? However you want to put it. However you want to do it. Old Irish for cell, hell. This is that name, extinction and death. And we're on the verge. It's coming. You and I, we already know that nuclear war is coming. Are you waking up yet? Are you wake up? Do I need to put your finger in some hot water, throw some cold water in your back or something? What you doing? What's going on? Ooh. All of this was to run, go, one who travels the nether. Even that game. What was that game for the kids? The RuneScape, and all that. That was a form of hell, escaping hell. Never mind. Never mind. Save the children, save everyone. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all Minister Ishaq gonna say. No, hold on. One moment, please. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you for your patience. All right, let's go and shatter some more um mirrors, shall we? Some more illusions. All right. So, seven churches. It's here. It's coming. Now, like I said, you've seen all these articles about opening up these portals. You're probably like, oh man, it's just the portals, right? Unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's not. So, first, let's look at something. Where is the Vatican? It's in Rome, right? And they call it the Saint Peter's Basilica, like that square, that little area there. And so, um, which it's not Peter at all, by the way, but um, in fact, that obelisk, by the way, the Vatican has an Egyptian museum, by the way, where they go and steal artifacts and put it in Rome. Anyway, the Vatican itself was built on a place called Necropolis. Okay? Necropolis. Necropolis, Necropolis. We're going to blow this one out the water. Okay? You ready? Vatican Necropolis lies under the Vatican City. Oh, wow, right? And it's 5 to 12 meters below St. Peter's Basilica, blah, blah, blah. It says it's going back from 1940 to 1949, which they then revealed parts of the necropolis. Okay. And if you didn't know what a necropolis is, it is a cemetery. All right. But why not just call it a cemetery? Huh? That's right. Wait. Did you get it yet? You remember what Minister Yeshab told you? The root word necro is what? Referring to death. And them wanting to do things with the dead under the Vatican. That's right. Now you're like, Minister Yeshab, uh, I don't know what you're talking about. So let me help you. The Vatican is named after the Etruscan goddess called Vatica. And this was so hard to find, have mercy, but thank you, Most High. The Vatican is named after the god called Vatica, which is the god of the underworld. Another female, by the way. Yeah, so all those Catholics, you worship Lucifer. Have mercy. Have mercy. Now, let's do this. All right? Let's go and do this and kind of zoom in there, right? So you can see. So no one says, I can't see. All right. And they have really tried to cover this up. There's even people like, no, it's not. By the way, female sisters out there, they also name this specific name. Go and look it up. Don't believe me. They named this name Vatica after lotions and soaps and all kinds of feminine products, by the way. Yeah, get rid of that. All right. Does have a spirit behind it. Anyway, moving forward. Yes, all right. So, the Etruscans, before they were called Romans or Romulus, right? They were Etruscans. And they used to worship the god of the underworld called Vatica. Oh, wow. And so, long story short, you can see all the things here, right? Just gonna walk through it. Just so they did some really sick stuff, man. But just so you are wondering, like you're like, okay, all right, I'm starting to see uh, the the understanding here of of all right, this is the Vatican. They opening these doors for demons. Hmm. And you're like, Minister Job, they just don't say nothing about Lucifer. Like they don't say you would have me sold, Minister, if they said something about Lucifer. Well, St. Peter St. Peter's Basilica. And we love you, Peter. We don't love these individuals. The holy door called Porta Santa, and some people say Sancta, but there is one that also says Porta Santa. Henceforth, they're doing it on Nimrod's born day, right? So Ramesses, Nimrod, let's get it all there, right? They say, ooh. It says, on the first day of a holy year, the Pope strikes the brick with the brick wall with a silver hammer and opens it to the pilgrims. Now, let's play. Do you know that scripture? Let's play. Do you know that scripture? Think. 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 I even scroll down for you if you want to see. Do you know that scripture? Here, let me help you. Revelations chapter 3. So they knock on the door 3 times. I'm going to let you know. You're going to be upset. It says, look, I am standing at the door knocking. If anyone of you who hears me calling and opens the door, I will come in to share his meal side by side with him. They are blaspheming Christ by standing at the door and knocking 3 times. So this is more than just a portal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we are not only going to get the Most High's creation in sinning, we're going to spit on the Most High too by everything they're doing. Oh, right out the water. But, no. Minister, that's 1949. You got anything more relevant? Then in 1961, they called it the door of death. Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it? I need to say more, though, don't I? Then, in 1977, they decided to call it the door of good and evil. We're going to have a fun in 2025, aren't we? Choices. I hope you're ready. Buckle up. This is going to be wild. Now, ladies, I just don't see nothing about Satan. I don't see it. Of course you don't see it. You got to dig. Now here's a map. And I want you to know who built this. Constantine. Okay. Keep this in mind. Constantine. Founder of Christianity. Now, you're wondering what these letters are for. And let me blast this so you can. And you're wondering, what are these letters for? There's R, Q, P, S, T, U. Why don't we go with U? Tomb U, right? It says the entrance to the tomb that has been reduced because of fault in the architrave. It is possible, however, to glimpse some of the niches where their characteristic red background and several are colossi. Now, that was weird. There you go. All right. Now, you're like, I don't see anything. No. Keep looking. Just look. Just keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. Necropolis area. Lucifer. Tomb U. I gotcha, you dirty dog. So when they are opening up this portal, they're saying, "Hey, Father Lucifer, we're ready. We're ready for you. We've made one heck of a world. It's nice and dangerous and dark. No one believes anything. No one's nice to each other. We want you to come. We keep knocking on your door every 50 years, 25, 50 years, and you don't seem to come, but we believe this is our year. Satan, this is your year." Them dirty dogs. I'm telling you, we are living in a world, and also they're going to be dealing with this red wall, by the way. But we are dealing with a world, I mean, brothers, sisters, they prepping for Lucifer. They prep, and what's crazy to me is the Most High said a jubilee is for a whole year. These dates ain't nothing but a cover up. I repeat, these dates ain't nothing but a cover up. Nothing but a cover up. Come on now. Talking about this is the first time you're doing this for certain portals. You got the wrong ones. Listen here. Most High, I'm ready to go home now. I hope and pray that I've helped people be prepared. Hey, let me put it back on the screen. Good. And and just the other week, it was Lucifer, just like the regular spelling. But whatever corner you want to cut, it's the same thing. What will you say then? Do you, so when they sat there and said that there was the Roman gate to hell, no one believed them, but they were telling the truth because they have Lucifer in a tomb. They got Lucifer in a tomb. We talking about this is some high level evil. You convince the masses. I mean, you even go on to put a show on with all the glitz and the glam and the jewels and the robes. You go all out. I mean, think about the level of deceit that Satan's children had no problem performing. This is crazy. Let's get back into the scriptures. Crazy. But hey, I wanted to smack you. I wanted Most High willing this get out. Hey, listen. And I put all the pretty much most of the juice in the first one. Of course, I'll break down other things in a later time. Hey, now you may say, all right, Seven Hills is Rome. They letting what? They let Lucifer out. Cat's out of the bag. I mean, the devil's out of the bag. Coming soon. I told y'all the Most High was going to reveal everything about everyone, and he about to let everyone know. I just told y'all in the previous lesson, he going to shake it up. That was the prophecy. That was the exact words. He said, I'm going to shake up the tree, branch. We're going to shake it up. Sad part is, well, let me not spoil it. Revelations 9. Revelations 9. Now, very important. Hear ye, listen up, brothers and sisters. Then the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen from heaven unto the earth, and he was given the key to the shaft down to the abyss. So that's the key to the bottomless pit. When he unlocked the shaft of the abyss, smoke poured up out of the abyss like the smoke from a huge furnace, so that the sun and sky were darkened by it. And out of the smoke dropped locusts, which were given the powers that the scorpions have on earth. Now stop for a minute. I'm going to read that again. Smoke poured up out of the abyss, like the smoke from a huge furnace, so that the sun and sky were darkened by it. And out of the smoke dropped locusts. Now, stop. It's not a physical smoke. It's not a physical smoke. Now, what does smoke do? If I didn't want you to see something, I would cause a distraction on one side with smoke, making you think I'm here and I'm over there. Man, and, and that's why I share with people, hold on to your brain. Hold on to your attention span. Hold on to yourself in the Most High, because Satan is going to snatch souls just alone from distractions alone. Now, it was a big smoke screen that took out the sun and the sky. So something is going to happen that's going to grasp everyone's attention, no matter what time of day it is. You're just going to have their mind on it. And from that smoke is locusts that were given powers that the scorpions have on earth. Now follow me here. I got to tread lightly because I don't want them to say medical misinformation. But a scorpion stings and locusts eat crops. Famine and is coming again. Yes, again. Yes, again. I told you the first time was just a test. And so now Satan's sitting back in his tomb, thanks to the Vatican. They knew that he was bound, so they said, oh, Satan, we want you to know that we took care of you while you were bound. So we made you a nice tomb and a church. And when you come through Christianity, when you come through Israel, and they see you uniting with the Catholics and all these things, they're gonna follow you like no other. Hmm. But locusts eat crops, scorpions sting, venom. When venom injects in your body, you get sick. Do, I hope you're reading between the lines here. I hope you're reading between the lines here. And they were forbidden to harm any fields or crops of trees. Now, wait, and told only to attack men who were without God's seal on their forehead. They were forbidden to harm fields and trees, crops or trees. This is food. Wherefore you shall know them by their fruits. Anyone who is producing good fruits, leave them alone. Anyone who is a good tree that I don't have to put the axe to, leave them alone. Make sure they eat. Make sure they're healthy. And what is a field? A field is your work. Because in order to get the fruits and vegetables, the food, you got to till the ground. So whoever are with the Most High and whoever are sealed in the Most High, leave their work alone, leave their food alone, and leave their foundation alone, but only attack those who are not with the Most High. But all of this from coming out of the portal, coming out of the door. And the Egyptians, the Vatican learned that the Egyptians had this ritual where they would put in a wall, another false wall. So they would carve out a wall. So it's like it's not a wall, but it's like an entry, and then there's still a wall there. And so that was a transformation of your body and your spirit transforming into whatever demon you wanted to possess your body. That's what they used to do. And that's why he goes to that door, knocks on it 3 times, blaspheming. So it's a resemblance of saying that Christ is surrendering to Satan, which would never happen, and then taking the spirit of Lucifer himself. And then they open up those doors after for all those stupid, ignorant people. Most High have mercy on them, but at this point, I don't even know how you can convince people. But they all join in on it too. They all join in on it too. Let's keep going. It says they were not to kill them, but to give them pain for 5 months. And that pain was to be the pain of a scorpion sting. That's venom. Right? Venom. You get it. You get it. I hope so. Scorpion sting. Think about it. You get it. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see what you learned from the first round. Let's see how many people learn and what the time you were given. Let's see what you did with it, because round 2 ain't going to be friendly at all. It's not going to be easy. A letter of exemption ain't going to cut it. Ooh. Woo! It's going to be one beautiful year. You know why? Because First Thessalonians chapter 5 and 21 prove all things will apply to every single human being on the earth. You're going to have to prove to every person. No more saying, well, I don't need to prove to you, and you're not. You're going to prove, or you're going to lose. You're going to prove or you're going to lose. That's it. That's it. Crazy. Because we're also talking about this is the Jubilee, and they're talking about don't touch the fields and the crops of those. And so you knew things was going to be good for the righteous, but for the unrighteous, oh man, listen here. And it's going to be easy to identify people because they're going to be sick for five. Never mind. Scratch that, YouTube. I didn't say that word. It says they were not to kill them, but to give them pain. 5 months, and the pain was to be the pain of a scorpion sting. When this happens, men will long for death and not find it anywhere. They will want to die, and death will evade them. That's torture right there. But hey, let's keep going. And to look at, these locusts were like horses armored for battle. They had things that looked like gold crowns on their heads and faces that seemed like human, and their hair like women's hair and teeth like lions' teeth. They had body armor like iron breastplates, and the noise of their wings sounded like a great charged noise, horses and chariots into battle. Their tails were like scorpions with stings, and it was with them that they were able to injure people for 5 months. So, of course, you ain't going to see it. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. And their leader had their emperor, the angel of the abyss. As their leader, they had their emperor, the angel of the abyss, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon or Apollyon. That was the first of troubles, and there are still two more to come. Now, hold it, wait up. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You ready? The sixth angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice come out of the four horns of the golden altar in front of God. And it spoke to the sixth angel with the trumpet and said, release the four angels that are chained up at the great river Euphrates. These four angels had been put there ready for this hour of this day, this month of this year. And now they were released to destroy a third of the human race. Now you don't understand. Satan getting his army. Satan's getting his army. And when he come out, he coming out with a bang. Ooh wait, he coming out with a bang, boy. He's like, whew, I never smelled so much sin in my life. I gotta make it count. It's time to start destroying. That's how he gonna come out. He gonna be like, all right, I see y'all done primed up the sin. You made them prideful. You made them lustful. You made them selfish. You made them greedy. All they want is money, mammon. They worshiping me in every aspect of their life. Their job is over God. Their money is over God. Their benefits is over God. Their house is over God. Their spouse is over God. This is my time to shine, Satan is going to say. Satan is going to say, you guys really outdid yourself. It's like you wrapped a basket of presents just for me. I didn't even have to do much. Listen here. I don't think people understand. And these two are coming together. You best believe it. You best believe it. It says, I learned how many there were in their army. I told you. People was talking about Gog and Magog. Gog and Magog is the army of the fallen. But oh, they don't get it. But anywho, that's another day. Maybe we'll see. We'll include this in this series. Twice 10,000 times 10,000 mounted men. That's 100,000. It's either 100,000 or 100 million. Excuse me for my math. In my vision, I saw the horses and the riders with their breastplates of flame color, hyacinth blue, and sulfur yellow. The horses had lions' heads, and fire and smoke and sulfur were coming out of their mouths. It was by these three plagues. Now, I went over this. It was by these three plagues: fire, the smoke, and the sulfur coming out of the mouth, that the 1/3 of the human race was. I told you that was just a test. Houston, we have a problem. There are no more tests. What you did within those, when did that end? In 2021? What you did with those 3, 4 years? I hope it was enough to get your name in the book of life, because you're about to find out real soon. 2025, what they call 2025, is going to be nothing short of amazing. It is going to be wow. Pay attention. And all the horses' power was in their mouths and their tails. And their tails were like snakes and had heads that were able to wound. Snakes, scorpions. But the rest of the human race who escaped these plagues refused either to abandon the things that they had made with their own hands, the idols made of gold, silver, bronze, stone, and wood, that can neither see, nor hear, nor move, or to stop worshiping devils. Nor did they give up their murdering, or witchcraft, or fornication, or stealing. Mm-hmm. It's that time, brothers and sisters. Just imagine all the people talking about, oh yeah, it's a portal. They open up 5 portals now. No, 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 no. They waking up their father. They're waking up their father, the devil. They waking up their daddy. Mm-hmm. I hope you got enough knowledge to fight. I hope you got enough spiritual ammo to let it go, boy, because you gonna need it. Woo! You gonna need it. I'm telling you right now. You talk about an army that's been bound for our personal protection. And yet we still, as a creation, have made so many mistakes with without these demons, what do you think is really going to happen? The world is about to go, it's about to go even worse. And we think what worse is? Satan's saying, what you have is good compared to what I'm having for you. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. And boy, they duped people, didn't they? Talking about releasing prisoners. Hey, they was talking about releasing prisoners. They gonna release prisoners, all right. The prisoners of the underworld. They gonna release prisoners, all right. Prisoners of the underworld. Of Hades, Sheol. Demons that been bound. They gonna... What do you think all that archaeology is for? To find their friends who the Most High wiped out in the flood. Then they got 3D printing. They want to print up everything out of nothing. You don't think they printing up weapons? Come on. I don't even know if I can get into the full juice. I don't, and then when those doors open, look it up, Google it. They're gonna let the people go to this area called the Stone of Anointing. And everybody gonna touch that stone. Most High have mercy, but he ain't having no mercy because that stone leads to Satan's chambers. So it's a ritual to touch the stone of anointing because they're pledging their spiritual allegiance to Lucifer's tomb. Good gosh. They talk Most High. There was just so many things. So many things. So many things. You had, and I was, it was just about this week or last week was the first time I heard that this was the year of the dragon, and then they go on to release the dragon. Blaspheming Christ with the knock on the door, blaspheming Christ with the pagan worship. Meanwhile, David's corridor is being opened in Syria, thanks to Israel. That's coming in another lesson. Meanwhile, Janus, the month January, comes from Janus, which is the doors of the underworld. I mean, we just priming. We just priming. Get ready for Lucifer, because he's ready. I'm telling you, you ain't seen nothing. If something scared you before, I would strongly advise you to get over it really quickly. And then, I mean, they got the parallel worlds. They found pyramids. They found the civilization in the Antarctica. And they found the Rothschild, the Queen Island. They found the Mermaid Island full of did I say that? Sorry. Mermaid Island full of the sirens. They opened portals from Antarctica, Wilkes Land. Never mind. I never said nothing. I never said nothing. And you don't even really want to go into the Council of the Five, do you? You talking about orbs in the sky. Google the Council of the Five and see what these individuals. You talk about UFOs. That man, that's preschool. Council of the Five? There's five different races of fallen, and they got their own civilization, and all they're doing is just waiting for Lucifer to come out so they can come out and play. No, you don't understand. No, you don't. With all thy knowledge, get understanding. I'm going to break down these five doors in the other lessons. But this one, I wanted to just give you everything. But I will break down the Peter Basilica, which Peter's not there. That's Lucifer. They called it Peter because Christ said he would put Peter as the rock of his church. And so people believe that, but it's actually Lucifer. It's the tomb of Lucifer that's right underneath the Peter's Basilica. The John Lateran, I'm going to go over that door. The Mary Major, I'm going to go over that door. The Paul, the outside walls, I'm going to go over that. And I'm going to go over the Roman prison, which Paul was in. Brothers and sisters. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you that the Roman gate of hell, it just didn't start and end in Rome. The Roman gate of hell extends from Rome all the way to Turkey. All the way to Turkey. All the way to Turkey. Need I say anymore? Brothers and sisters, I advise you to get it together quickly, because time is on no man's side. And you know what? We were all wondering why the Most High was shortening the time. It was a sign. It was a sign to say, I'm not going to shorten the days when Satan comes. I'm going to shorten the days before Satan comes, so that way you understand that something is getting ready to shift and change. That's why our time has been shortened. But remember, I've always been an advocate. I love Second Baruch. What was it, 80, 83 or 85? where it said there will be no time to get knowledge, no time to pray, no time to fast, no time to ask questions. It just be go time. You think Satan's going to let us have a break? You think Satan's going to give you a rest once he's out? I'm telling you, he coming out kicking. He coming out kicking and swinging. Kind of feel bad for the first people who get a taste of Satan, because he been waiting. I want you to think about it though, truly. All the wars that the world, when I say we, I'm referring to us as a creation, all over the world. Look at all the wars that have occurred. Look at all the slavery and the racism and the hatred and the killing and murdering and the jealousy and all the sin. And Satan wasn't even up and out. Satan wasn't even up and out. And those four who got the army, Satan and his four, and you wonder where they got the Council of Five from. Lucifer put in shackles and a throne, and the four from Euphrates, that was the beginning of the Council of Five. Don't get sucked into the distractions. What you need to do is prepare yourself for what's coming. And better than preparing yourself for what's coming, you need to prepare yourself, because most high forbid if you do not make it, at least you didn't make it but in good standings with our Father in heaven. I prefer to make it all the way and go. I wouldn't prefer to go all the way and not make it, but I would prefer to die knowing that I was right with the Most High at a short time than go further and not make it at all. Hope y'all doing some deep thinking, because this ain't a joke. This ain't a joke. And yes, I will be revealing even more about how to identify when Satan starts to go into vessels, starts to go into people, because he can have a little army of children, army of all kinds of beings. And I found hidden works that give the name, that give their shape, that give their ability. All kinds of stuff. Brothers and sisters, this is part one of Thru the Gates of Hell. The red carpet of sin has already been laid out. And it's just a matter of time before the red dragon, that old filthy serpent, the devil, makes his debut. Prepare yourself so that you can stand before Christ and be called a good and faithful servant and endure unto the end. Shalom.
The world's past crazy, new norm is psychotic. Death is a high and the new narcotic. Jokers all around asking why so serious. Being pure as odd, so to them we look delirious. Empty's what they are, they turn cold souls, gone in 60 seconds. Cause them demons took a hold. Gone with the ice and gone in the wind. The upright is an enemy, the devil is their friend. They done sat at the table with the cup of devils. Every sip takes them down a couple hell levels. Christ is on his way, the precious holy coming. Obedient to Satan, from God they're always running. Running from the truth, deceits in their eyes. Never satisfied, bloods mixed with their lies. They hail their father, the king of deceit. His children love death, murder, and to cheat. They drink till they splurge with Babylon the whore. If you step in her house, it's a bloody galore. There's blood on the ceiling and blood on the floor. There's fingerprints marked all on the door. Now I enter in the kitchen and blood's on the sink. On the table has cups of blood that they drink. Thirsty for a soul, they looking at me, but I'm sealed by the Spirit, so they can't touch me. And then they just laughed and said we don't care. What's one soul lost when we have parties all year? Their dinner comes out, it's bees on bees. Blood and bodies of souls that they did deceive. Realities of life, but many love the whore. They idolize her daily and sleep at her door. Lord with deceit, they cleave to the trendy. Helen launched herself, so Satan has plenty.